You mentioned before one of the biggest customer pain points is adoption. And we find this as well, that this is overwhelmed kind of feeling that the customer might have in terms of the behavioural change that's required, even in smaller customers. It's not just limited to larger customers. How does HubSpot overcome that kind of objection or that kind of feeling that the customer has, or it's a pain point, I guess?
Yeah, it's a really good question, and I think a lot of it has to do with the change management piece. Making sure that there is buy-in and a willingness to change from the top down in an organization, regardless of how big or small they may be. It definitely needs to come from a place of us doing this together as a team and everyone working together towards the same common goals. So having that as the kind of central tenet behind the reason to make a change means that everyone's aligned, right? And I think from an adoption piece, people are often overwhelmed by change, right? Change can be scary to some people. Some people may really adopt it and may embrace it. And so I think when you can help the business to understand what the future state looks like in terms of the gains in efficiency they might get by having an easier to use system, also thinking about the better quality of conversation they may be able to have with their customer, the insights, for example, that a salesperson can draw from marketing campaigns, and really kind of thinking about what does 12, 24, 36 months ahead in the future look like. And generally speaking, it's going to be a much better place both for them and the customers. So helping them to understand and articulate and kind of paint that vision of the future is probably going to go a long way to helping them make sure they don't feel like it's an overwhelming thing to go through, because the change is going to be positive. And it might just be also by starting in pilot groups as well with smaller teams for bigger businesses. It might also be by having a champion, maybe a person within that department that's really open to technology and embraces change. They can become like a power user or someone that really understands the system quite well, and they can advocate that change, and that helps a lot to have someone that kind of leads by taking that first step forward.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like often, we will sell the vision quite well, and then project management comes on, and you get stuck on projects and problems. And I think it's really important actually to keep reminding people on the vision. Like never forget why we went down this path. Just to show them what the future, remind them what the future looks like and what it could unfold and provide.